This is Mum's Educate at Home, and we did part 1 of this like 3 decades ago, and you should check it out, where we put some plants in some specially made boxes and to grow.
Okay, so before we continue any further, can you like and subscribe?
Yeah.
And don't forget to share.
We would point out where the like and subscribe is, but last time we did that.
We got it on the wrong way around. But I believe like is down there, but it could be subscribe.
Yeah, like's down there and subscribe's down there.
Okay, so this was to investigate growth responses or phototropisms in plants. Now, the reason why we mentioned that it was about 3 decades ago was because it was actually about 5 or 6 weeks ago, and during that time we've had 2 fairly horrible heat waves. Now, these ones were in the situation where they could grow straight up, and they were growing really nicely. Straight up, twice.
Yeah.
But since then, they've been hit by the heat.
So they no longer grow straight.
They've caused them to collapse.
Just believe us, they were going straight up.
They were growing straight up, yeah. So so the box was successfully blocking out the light from the side, so the light was coming in from above, and that was put into our patio window so that it got them. Now you can see here the effect of putting them where they've got unidirectional light.
And because it had less heat here, it went much better. And
so
as you can see, they all went
towards the light.
Yeah.
So the growth response has been towards the light. That's called phototropism, and that's caused by auxin being produced in the growing tips. And the auxin travels down from the growing tip on the side away from the light, encouraging the growth of the plant. So if the plant gets uniform light from above, then the auxin travels down equally down each side of the shoot, causing the cells just behind the growing tip to elongate, grow and divide, and then of course form larger and more numerous cells, causing the growth response.
And then we did one in...
Wait. So when you have that happening in a unidirectional situation, what happens is the auxin comes down the growing tip, down away from the lit side. Okay, so you can see these ones at the back here have actually grown. So the ones at the back here have grown completely flat in their efforts to get towards the light, and that's not a acknowledged response. That is purely and simply because the auxin is travelling down the side of the plant away from the light, causing the growth on that side of the plant primarily, rather than the side that's towards the light. So what we'll do is we'll correct these naturally by turning them round now, and they'll sort themselves out and grow straight up from now on. Okay, so these ones were grown and germinated in the dark with a lid over the top of them to protect them. And what happened was they grew spindly in yellow, which is what you'd expect. So the spindly in yellow, and of course we let them get got by the heat, because there wasn't so much point in keeping on watering them when they were already in a situation where they were dying, because they were grown and germinated and then grown in the dark. So what happens in the dark is they grow spindly and yellow because they're not forming the chlorophyll. The chlorophyll is formed in response to the light on the leaf cells, and that gives the plant its green colour. And without the light, they eventually had to die anyway. So even if you give them enough water, and they've got the warmth because it has been very warm, and they've got the nutrients from the water and from the nutrient solution, they're still going to die because they have no light. Without the light, they don't produce the chlorophyll. The chlorophyll can't use any energy to produce the sugars that the plant needs to grow, so they were going to die. And it's been a little while. If we had done this when we were supposed to do it, and instead of letting the first set of plants die and then have to redo it, it would have all been beautiful and you would have seen them nicely. But unfortunately, we didn't film it quite soon enough. So that is our video on phototropism. You can see how easy it is to do that experiment at home on your own without having to do it in the classroom, and you can set that up quite easily. You can do it with all sorts of different seeds. One of the easiest ones to grow is cress. You get a lot of cress seeds in a packet. And we'll sort these ones out and some of these ones out and get them growing into plants from now on. So
yeah,
there we go.
And then I think it was here is the next video, a previous video in the set of things. So this should be part 1 of this. And then I think here is one of our videos that YouTube says, go watch this, it's nice. And like, here's the subscribe.
Yeah, so down here below us is
No,
subscribe.
there's a subscribe here, isn't there?
There's a subscribe there
Yeah,
as well.
there's a subscribe here. I put a subscribe there.
You put a subscribe there, did you?
Yeah.
So,
With
so-
the video here. Video.
yeah, okay.
Subscribe.
Right, so, and that's us. And we'll see you next time
Yeah.
when we have been planning which videos, to, which experiments to do next.
Chicks.
And we've got chicks to film.
Chicks.
Yeah, chicks.
Chicks.
As in baby birds.
Baby chickens.
Baby chickens, yes. So, see you next time with some baby chickens.